Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Savage Traveling, coming to you from Cancun, Mexico. Just chilling, had some breakfast back there, and we're just taking a walk, checking out what kind of effect the pandemic had on Cancun, because it was quite significant. And what I want to talk about here is it worth coming down post-COVID? I'm sure a lot of Americans are wondering right now, because it is like one of the few places Americans can travel to without any limitations, which is awesome. There are people down here, not as many tourists as usual, obviously. We're gonna go this way, get away from this noise. And a lot of businesses are closed. As I opened up the video right there, you saw 2 shuttered businesses right here. And honestly, there's many of them. If you come down here, and if you've never been down here before, you're gonna notice closed businesses, but you wouldn't know to what degree it used to be. But if you have been down here before, obviously you would know that a lot of things are closed, and limited services. There's not really a whole lot of like bars open. Like there's bars and restaurants open, but they're closing early. This is in town now. I can't really speak for what's going on out at the hotel zone. Other than that, a lot of restaurants are closed. Most of the resorts are open, and you can go to the beach, and you can like stay here in town and get a bus out or whatever and go to the beach. The beaches are open, but literally a lot of restaurants are closed out at the hotel zone. A lot of restaurants and hotels are closed here in town. But that doesn't, I'm staying for $15 a night, and I don't know if that's a regular price, or is that like there's nobody down here, so all the rooms have dropped off. But it's like a private room in a hostel, so it could be that regular price. I really don't know. Personally, I've never been down here, and the only reason I was able to come down here this time is because I had a $200 travel credit, so it made a one-way flight $90 from Indianapolis to get down here, and with my my credit card miles, I'll be able to get back home for just about the same price. And sometimes you just come upon some weird stuff in the middle of the park. I think I actually had a smoothie down here earlier. No, this isn't it. But what was I saying? It might be the perfect time to come down here because there's no people. The flights are cheap. Hotel zone resorts and stuff, that's probably the same price as usual. The lowest I seen was like $150 a night and up. And if that's your thing, awesome. I can't do it. You know what I mean? I would love to one day. But I love it here in town. It's pretty great. Friendly people. I've been eating at like the same restaurant just because there is limited options. Not that there isn't other restaurants, but when I find something good and then I find people that are cool to talk to, man, I'll patronize them. I'll go back and I'll use a restaurant once a day. Because like normally, at a place like this, I would try to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day at somewhere different, because a lot of you, like other tourist places you go, that's perfectly easy to do. There's some cool art up there. And, on a normal day, you'd be able to do it here. And you probably still could if you tried, but there were several attempts where I would look something up on Google, and I'm like, oh, that sounds great. And then I'd go there, and it'd be closed because of COVID. They just didn't update their Google, settings or whatever you want to say. So that's why, I found a restaurant or two that was treating me well and, spoke a little bit of English, and I've been sticking with them. I'm getting ready to move on down to Playa del Carmen tomorrow. Do a few days there, and then I don't know if I'm gonna head home after that and just go back and start saving more money, or continue on, because it's cool down here. My videos haven't been doing the greatest, so that does factor in some, because I can't stay down here forever if I'm not making any money. You know what I mean? I can go back home and make money. Or I could sit here and spend minimal, but not making any. So, well, that's up for debate still. Once I get to that, once I get down to Playa del Carmen, I'll probably, decide. Oh, okay. I know where I'm going. I'll decide if, if I'm staying longer, or if I'm going to go to another city, or what. Hopefully. That music got really loud, so I cut it off real quick. But I'll get down to Playa del Carmen and go from there. I might, I stayed here 2 more nights than I had already planned, so that could very well happen down there. Because like I said, it's relaxed, very few tourists. if you can get over the fact that, you know, there's limited places to eat, there's limited nightlife, yada yada, and you're just coming down here to relax and be on the beach or whatever, it's perfect. It's perfect time for that. So that's why I said this might be, you know, the worst time for a certain person. It might be the best time for another. I know for a guy with limited budgets, this was the perfect time. And now that I know I got my feet wet and I know how it kind of works around here, it's been quite enjoyable. Beyond that, I don't know what I'm really saying, guys. It's definitely worth a visit. I'm enjoying it. It's not been, you know, I haven't been taken advantage of. Nothing crazy like that, you know. I might have paid a little much for a taxi, you know, from the airport to my room, but if you do a little bit of research, you know, you can avoid that. I didn't. I do now. Ah, it's so loud. I didn't mean to get on this main road. And the convenience store stuff's moderately priced, you know. Get your beer or whatever and chips, and, you know, not paying arm and a leg for it. I don't know, guys. Just the fact that, you know, it ain't the most expensive place to come. Like I said, I'm spending $15 a night on a private room in a hostel. You know, it is a lot cheaper than Florida. If you can get down here for cheap, I say go and do it. Like I said, unless you're here for nightlife or, you know, you like it when it's happening, it's a perfect time because rooms are cheap, flights are cheap. That's about all I got to say about that. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And then come enjoy Cancun and the Yucatan Peninsula because there's a lot to offer here. Peace.